What's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing today? How am I doing? It is -5. That's how I'm doing. No hurricanes, no earthquakes, no tarantulas. I can make it. This is my payment for that. I get to live in this beautiful, freezing tundra because I don't have to deal with earthquakes, tornadoes, or hurricanes, and tarantulas. I think I enjoy no tarantulas more than anything else. Anyway, today, before I even get started, this is an ExJw video. You know what to do. Anytime you see an ExJw video, you hit the like button and you leave a comment to help the YouTube algorithm show it to as many people as possible. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. Ooh, your breath is smelling amazing today. What did you eat? Lilac and vanilla cream? I don't know if you gotten any breath compliments lately. You may have gotten some. I'm not gonna front. Breath compliments are kind of normal sometimes, but sometimes they not, especially at this time in the morning. Anyway, if you like your breath compliment, hit the like button or the subscribe button, whichever button you like to, just to thank me. And if you've already subscribed, just say thanks, Jay, in the comments. Anyway, let's get to the video. So recently, I was talking to somebody and they were just like, you know, I love you, but if you die, like if Jehovah kill you, but just know I do love you though, right? I do love you. I was like, are you sure about that? I don't think that's how love works. I don't think being okay with somebody else's, like, you know, destruction is lovable, or I don't know. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I don't know. I just don't get it. But the point is this. It reminded me of a talk that I heard way back when. Now, during the time I heard this talk, I was like a fully indoctrinated JW. Like, I actually believed it was the truth. But anyway, this is how the talk went. To set the stage, he was like, you know, just imagine that you're in Armageddon, right? Armageddon's going on. Wicked people are being destroyed left and right, ripped apart, crushed, and just ended in the worst ways possible, right? Let's say you get a phone call from a loved one, right? It could be a brother, sister, father, mother, son, daughter, whatever. You get a call, and they said they're stuck under a car and they need some help. Or worse, let's say you're walking down the street or whatever during Armageddon. I don't know where you're going, I guess to get some milk or something, I don't know. And you see this family member in peril, about to fall off a cliff, or they're under a car, just they need your help. Do you help them? Now, you know this person has not lived the life that Jehovah has told them to live. And you know they do not follow Bible standards and stuff like that. And they haven't done it for years, and they weren't doing it before or after or during Armageddon. So, do you help them? Now, I remember listening to this talk and thinking, yeah, I think I would help them. Like, yeah, that's kind of what you should do. And they were telling, excuse them, why? They were telling the congregation, no, you don't help them. Why would you help them? Why would you risk your life to help them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never got that. I never got that. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, even if you did, like, help them, even if you, like, died trying to help them, wouldn't God say, well, you know, this guy was faithful, this guy was, you know, doing the stuff I asked him to do, and he tried to save somebody that he loved. It wasn't just some random person. It was a person that they loved. I understand that. I get that. I'm going to resurrect them. Or I'm going to overlook the fact that they did that. I'm going to forgive them. I'm going to be nice and fair. Like they always say that God is, right? But no, this guy on the stage was saying, no, you're supposed to let him die. You're supposed to let him perish. If God's out there destroying wicked people and your loved one is a wicked person, don't get in God's way now. Like, I just remember thinking, like, is that really the God we're worshiping? Like a God who would forego all the good that you've done because of a moment of weakness? And then I thought about it. I'm like, well, that is what he did with Lot's wife, right? And funny thing, he actually brought up Lot's wife in the example too. Like Lot, she did, his wife did everything she was supposed to do. She got out of town. She was obedient to her husband. All she did was look back, and God destroyed her. First off, that's not a good story for God, okay? It's kind of a terrible story for him. Like, he overreacts. Like, how dare you look back? Lightning bolt of salt. A salting bolt. But it just shows that, okay, if you want to believe in God, that's fine. You can believe in God, but just make sure that your God isn't evil. Can we do that? Can we get a non-evil God? Can we get one of those guys that's like, yeah, I love everybody. I want everybody to make sure that their butts is clean and their teeth is washed. I just want everybody okay and happy. You're like, I don't know about this whole do what I say or I'll kill you. Like, who is that? I don't like that one. That one I don't think should be worshiped. But that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And you can't sit up and tell somebody that you love them and also be okay with their destruction. That's phony to me. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Like, I don't get that. Now, I understand if somebody is brainwashed. I understand if somebody has bought into a way of thinking that's ridiculous. I get that. And I'm even sympathetic to that. But once you let those words come out your mouth, and instead of addressing those words and saying, you know what, that is not a good way of thinking. Even if it is a good way of thinking, you shouldn't verbalize it. You shouldn't come out and say the thing. Because if you're actually thinking like, you know, if you die, I'll get over it. I'll be okay eventually. Like, that's a horrible thing to say or feel about somebody who you love. And somebody who you don't like somebody who like work at Walmart and they always messing up your order that you're supposed to bring to your car. They be like, hold on, I ain't ordered no dildos. What you bringing to my car, homeboy? I'll take it, but just, you know what I'm saying? Kidding. But you get the point. If you love somebody, you love them. You kind of want them around forever, if possible. Or at least as long as possible. You won't tell them that, you know, if you get destroyed, I'll be okay. I will be just fine. I have my pet lion. His name is going to be Tum Tum, because he's going to eat all the leaves, like a lion that eats leaves. It's going to be my homeboy. I'm like, you would rather believe in a lion eating leaves than God actually being kind and generous and respectful. Like, first off, this is the thing about that entire talk anyway. If God is the person who's going to judge, right? God is the person that's going to be judging everybody. Whether you're wicked or not wicked, there's even going to be a resurrection of the righteous and the unrighteous according to the Bible, right? So that means God is the one who's going to be doing all the judging. So if you see somebody in peril, let's say they're not dead, let's just say they're injured or whatever, or they're under a freaking car. Since it's your job not to judge, why would you be okay with letting them die? Why would you say, well, if Jehovah wants you alive, he'll keep you alive? Like, no, you can help them. Maybe Jehovah sent you to help them. Like, I do not get that religion. I do not get how, first off, they'll listen to men and how easily they're willing to throw away family. It's so weird to me. I don't get that. I've never experienced that with anything else in my life. Well, you know, with my small serving size portion of life, because when you're an ExJw, you don't get the full life. You know, that's kind of meaty, but I just don't get that. Like, I could not worship any God who would even tell their members that if you saw your kid The person who you brought into this world, you changed their diapers. The first word they said was your name. Mommy, daddy, or title, whatever. You could let them die? And your God will be okay with letting you experience that, huh? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's, my love for people goes deeper than that. Even if I am mad or angry at somebody, I wouldn't let that stop me from doing my utmost to make sure that they're okay. And I would even fight a God himself if it meant that they'll be okay. I'd risk my permanent destruction or whatever to make sure that they're okay. A lot of people don't get it. Like, as an atheist, people were like, what? So, if you die, what? Like, what? Like, I don't know. I guess nothing. I feel like nothing's going to happen. But that still doesn't make me, like, okay with death or not afraid of death. I'm still scared of it. I'm still scared of dying. Even though I know that it's not going to be nothing. Like, it's going to be like, I won't even notice that it happened, and it's going to be nothing. But the fact that I can't comprehend what nothing is, like, for nothing to happen, like, I can't comprehend what nothing is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what a nothing death would be. I can't comprehend it, so I'm scared of it a little bit. The point is that just because you don't believe in an afterlife and you don't believe in God and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that you'll be okay with dying or a loved one dying. Like, no. It actually kind of makes it worse, because that means this one life that I have is unbelievably cherished to me. Like, I really cherish it. And to rob somebody else of their life or be okay with somebody else experiencing the nothingness of death, I'm not okay with. I'm not okay with at all. So for somebody to tell me that they're okay with it, it lets me know exactly how brainwashed and just manipulated they are, you know? Anyway, it's your boy Jay the Comedian. I hope y'all having a great day. I'm having a great day. Holla at your guala. Deuces.